my scrappy friends. So I have another December daily video for you today, and this is for day 23. So I am in the home stretch just about. Except for I have a ton of photos. So I will apologize right now that the coloring or the lighting is a little weird because I am doing this during the day. And this point of the day, it was a little sunny. As you can see, I'm right near a window. So some of the light kind of shined in, and it took a little while for the camera to kind of pick up that the lighting was a little odd. But I had done the base of this page like a while ago, like a long time ago. So I had a piece of Teresa Collins paper with a Noel October Afternoons card and a 3x4 card that has sheet music that says Jingle Bells on it, and that 'tis the season crepe paper tag. So that was all up there with the tradition speech bubble from October Afternoon. So I'm going to take these photos of presents, the present making process, right? The gift wrapping process. There we go. That I have. I had three smaller photos, and when I printed these off, I actually printed off at home on like the letter size, so it's 8 by 11 or whatever, 8 by 11 and a half or and so I have a HP collage type of program on my husband's computer that works with our printer. And so they have a pretty good collage program. So you can plug in pictures and make them different sizes. So you just kind of have to play around. And that's just what I did. So some of the pictures are a little bit better quality than other pictures. And some of it is because I use my phone for a lot of these. And my phone just doesn't have that great quality photos. But anyway, that was like completely off topic. So these are just, random pictures of me wrapping gifts. So I'm pretty much just looking for little bits and pieces to kind of fill in little spots, just to kind of make this page pop out, even though it already had a lot. So I'm going to put that ornament up at the top because the blue matches with the blue in the Noel. And then I'm going to use a gold Webster's page number for my day number. So I really liked using these numbers. It kind of gave, my pages like that each day has a number that looks similar. It might not be in the same spot. Next year I'll probably do something a little different, but I'll probably use that. So this is that page, and this didn't take very long. I just added a couple enamel dots at the end. So here is my next batch of photos, which are of a gingerbread house that my kids worked on during the day. So part of that day they made a gingerbread house. And at this point, I'm trying to remember if I don't think we were doing school anymore. I think school was done. I don't even remember what day of the week it was already. Isn't that bad? So I cut out that black sheet as my base, and I'm just using some of those um, for the holes. So it'll just kind of help in the long run. And I colored those. I used my Tim Holtz, and then I used my Little Prima edger. And I had this piece of Teresa Collins white and gold striped paper in amongst my other pages, and I really like that, and I like that against the black. So I'm going to use that, and by adding the black to that, because at first I thought about using just that striped paper, which would have looked really cute, except for I could only fit one photo, and at this point I'm trying to add as many photos on one page as I can, so I don't have to do like, because I know some of my pages I did like a small book and stuff, but at this point I'm like, I just want to get it done. So I really didn't want to have to do that if I didn't need to, even though it probably would have made it a little easier. I mean, they're both the same thing, so if I can stick them on a page. So at this point, I'm just looking for pieces to fill in that top little square because there's nothing there and I need something up there. It just looks really awkward because I have my photo. So, and I know I want to do some journaling in there, so I just kind of play around with that. I don't think I end up using that little tag that actually says underneath the mistletoe or something like that. It's October afternoon. It was from their little pack of Snidbits, as well as that like Rolodex type of card thing, which is really cute, and I don't use it on this. Actually, I don't think I use any of that stuff. I use that ho 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 though. I think that that looks really cute down there, but I still have that problem with I have that empty space and it's just bugging me right now. It's just like calling to me. So at this point, I can't find my little thingy to color, so I just edge it, which I don't like doing it because you can like really ruin your ink pads that way. I mean, I know some people do, but I found that my ink pads just rip really easily. So I like to use like a blending. Well, I don't have a nice blending tool. I should have asked for one for Christmas, but I didn't think about it. So I'm just looking through stickers because I have a few of these like 12 by sheets that I haven't used much of. So I'm like, I should use these, right? Because it's getting near the end of the month. And most of those are old because I bought them a while ago. So I found this banner and I really like that. And so I'm going to add this other banner. But then I realized, okay, how can I make this work? So I cut it in half and I'm going to stick it underneath the photo. And then I'm going to stick the other half, even though I didn't really need to, because it kind of creates some other awkward space. But that other side, I don't think is nearly as bad. So, and I'll stick a button sticker there too. So I don't know if that makes it worse or better, but it made me feel better to put it there. Let's say that. And I didn't really do much more. I just found a couple of candy stickers that were red and pink that go with the ho ho ho. And they kind of match with the gingerbread. I really didn't want too much on that page because of the gingerbread house. So I didn't want I wanted that to be the focus and the journaling. And I think I cut out the me doing the journaling because I've noticed that in this space you can see my head a lot more when I do journaling. And I figure you guys probably don't really care to see the top of my head too much. Especially since my hair sometimes looks really messy. So I'm going to, on this other side, for my last photo, I'm going to use this other side of this fancy pants paper because as much as I like the snowflakes paper, I really don't need a snowflakes paper because in Hawaii, and I know at least next Christmas I will be here, I'm not going to need to document snowflakes. So if I add a snowflake, that's one thing, but really I don't need it. So I'm just looking through some of my stuff, and I think that's what takes the longest part of this half is just kind of looking through my cards, seeing what I think is going to match. And at first I was going to use that Cardabella paper, like journaling type of card, because I really liked the colors of it, and it went really well with that October afternoon, like that gold color that has like the spirograph type flower looking design on it. But in the end, I don't. I use something that I think is going to match my son a little bit more because that is a picture of my son. And that actually was earlier in the day, which I should have did that one first, but that's okay. Um, my daughter had a physical therapy appointment, and so my son took his coloring book with him to have something to do. And all he did that whole time was color cars. So I'm going to cut this October Afternoon in half because it has a picture of a train and then it says world famous North Pole Express. And I really wanted to be able to see the words on it. So I thought it would be fun. So I kind of had to cut out because it took me a while to figure out exactly. I just stared at it. Like how am I going to put this on here? In the end, it it's not perfect, but I don't mind the way it turned out. So, because I knew I wanted to use that Marion Bright tag, and at first I was going to use that card that has the numbers on it. So, I really liked that gray. It really was a good neutral to work with the gold type color, but it added a little bit of that green and aqua color that you can see on the lines because that background paper has like a graph type of paper in the background. So I think at this point I'm just going to be journaling and I'm looking for, oh, I realized that I did want stickers too. I forgot about that. So I'm going to look through some of my stickers because I was going to journal. And then I thought it just needed a couple more things. So there's a thing that says special delivery, a sticker from October Afternoon. And then I found this other one that had something on the bottom like a black type of, and I thought the black looked good with the gray tag. And then I'm going to use this like a Rudolph reindeer type of head. Well, it's not Rudolph because it's not red nose, but it could be. And so I just kind of think about where if I wanted to put it up at the top or in that little corner, but I kind of like it nestled there. So, and that circle just adds another little dimension, it just gives another shape. So, not everything. And I realized that I had used the Sharpie pen on the gold foil and it didn't stick. It was rubbing off. So I ended up having to use a different pen on that part, which, So here are some close-ups. There's not too much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later with another December Daily page. I'll talk to you later. Bye.